After practicing so many years, there are 5 things that I would never do. And one is, don't entrust a step-parent to take care of your biological children, because things change. And maybe the step-parent wants to do that, has every intention of doing it, but time goes on and the step-parent feels snubbed or whatever happens.
When you pass away, your spouse then, if they have complete control over all of the assets, is naturally going to feel like maybe they favor their own children, don't maybe have the same strength of relationship with yours that they did while you were alive. I think it's always a really good idea to make specific provisions for your children after you die.
Put it into the trust as to what's to happen and when biological children are vested. That's a very important point because we litigate that point all the time. It's not a good idea to leave all of your assets to one child with direction for that child to split those assets up. Because what happens is the one child may think, you know, my sister deserves this, but my brother doesn't deserve that. It's just that it shouldn't be in their discretion to do it. It should be in the estate plan.
People can get a little funny when it comes to money sometimes.
I'll take care of my brothers and sisters. Don't you worry, Mom. We've seen that one plenty. Don't appoint someone as a successor trustee just because they're your accountant or your friend or one of your siblings.
Seek out the right person to be your trustee. You gotta have somebody in charge who wants to do it, who's capable, who has the time, who can withstand some of the pressure of doing it. It's a big job. It's a big undertaking.
Whoever becomes a trustee really has a serious obligation to take care of the beneficiaries according to the way that you wanted. Oftentimes you see this where a parent will transfer real estate, say into a child or a sibling's name with this idea, look, it's still going to be my property. It's just in your name to help protect me. You're going to get it anyway. And then when I pass away, I want you to split the property up between you and your siblings. That's not a good idea. I've seen the cases where those assets are transferred, and then whoever the parent is that transferred the assets is treated like an interloper by the person who then has the asset. It's just not a very good idea. Don't expect that the trustee of your trust is going to treat your children like you would. So people create these health, education, maintenance, and support trusts. The discretion on that is so wide, and you end up with such weird circumstances. I remember I was working on a case that was, I think it was about $7 million. It was a so-called HEMS trust, and the trustee in that case, after the father died, decided that what's reasonable? Around $40,000 a year. So there's $7 million that even at 10% is hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you have a trustee who has a misguided notion as to what her duties are. The duty is to look out for that beneficiary. The trust is made for the beneficiary, not for the trustee. We took that one on, of course, and we succeeded.
You could imagine why there is so much controversy sometimes with your assets when you're gone. And a lot of people have seen that with other family members who've passed away. It's rarely as smooth as you'd want it to be. There's so many different things to think about that it's always really a good idea to seek out counsel and get advice and play out different scenarios.
I think it helps a lot to go to a professional, because a professional will have seen the kind of problems that can exist in estate planning.
To watch the full episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, download the free VeryLocal app.